General Ogola did not fall out by accident. He was ruled out by President William Ruto's administration. That is what Kalonzo Musyoka decided to say based on Ogola's death, the CDF, the former led CDF in William Ruto's administration. And Kenyans, you must be aware, for the first time in the history, CDF dying. William Ruto is writing history. For the first time. It's always rare. We saw several CDF in different government departments. Even of Uhuru Kenyatta, we never had such kind of incident. Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi, the late Mwai Kibaki, and even of Jomo Kenyatta. But William Ruto is the first president which a lot of questions should be answered. Why did the CDF pass away? Because these people are the ones protecting the country. Imagine if a commander dying. Of course, not that he's immortal, but is dying on a different death. An aeroplane falling down and burning itself, creating death to the CDF life. Those are the things I really ask myself, those kind of questions. And I believe even Kenyans watching me today ask themselves such kind of question. And to make it worse or interesting, let me use that term, they did a very rushed postmortem and said it was an accident. Simple as that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome all to Zion Kenya TV YouTube broadcast. Kalonzo Musyoka, the presidential candidate 2027, and of course this is not the first time Kalonzo Musyoka vying, has decided to come out vividly and tell the whole nation that Ogola did not die in the accident, but he was murdered through death scheme by the UDA administration. That is what Kalonzo Musyoka is telling us here. That Ogola was eliminated. It means that he knows these people, he understands how it started, and he has got enough evidence to prove how the CDF was killed. Do you recall when I analyzed the late General Ogola's death? I said, Mungalali, that his death will one day come to be exposed. I said, flashback that video. And I repeated that in any case, let us assume, because of course I was blunt on that. In fact, I'm shocked seeing Kalonzo telling us this. In any case, assume that Ogola died a normal death, then we are not going to hear anything. But if he died a planned death, a schemed death, then the administration should prepare for a lot of questions. And it's the same thing I repeated again on Raila Odinga's death. People really abused us here and questioned us. You know, there is no politician always die a normal death. This is something which you must understand. If not by accident, shoot using live bullet by unknown people, murdered and hidden a unknown place, then killed, such kind of death. So you must be aware of all this. But why do you think Kalonzo Musyoka decides to expose again the late General Ogola's death? I saw you, dear allies, people like Mandao and the rest from Rift Valley. They were the first people. Of course, they must protect President William Ruto. Ruto himself, I've never talked about this, because he knows that Ogola just dies natural death. He was Ogola's boss. Why are they the ones reacting on that? Why don't they just allow Kalonzo to exercise their right, his right, and speak? And as Murkomen said that he should come out and tell the people what killed the late General Ogola. Of course, if he has evidence, he will come. Why are you bitter when you have heard Kalonzo speaking about the late General Ogola's death? You know, if kama mkufanya kitu kibaya, then it's good to be silent. But if you did a wrong thing, that is how people always react. You prove yourself that you are guilty. But if you are not guilty, then just mind your own business. Kama mtu aseme yeye amejua Zion vizuri, ati Zion ndiye aliiba pesa pale fulani, si ako na evidence, aliona Zion anaenda kuiba pesa. Sasa sisi ama mimi sitakuja hapa kuongelelea hapa, kwa sababu wakati Zion alikuwa anaiba pesa amukuwa na yeye, si ndio? So wacha tumenyane na yeye huko nje, tuseme wacha kuje ambie watu vile niliiba pesa kama Zion. That is what you allies are supposed to say or to do based on the late General Ogola's death. But in short, this is what might happen. No single day, and I'm repeating it here, government will come out with actual death outcome. They will never come out with. No single day. Especially to these politicians. And as I said, serikali is a very dangerous administration. Government can kill you today and they say they never killed you. The same government can torture, murder innocent Kenyans who are demonstrating in the street and say not them, because they have got lawyers to protect their own administration. And it will be passed that way. So this issue of General Ogola's death, we are just wasting our time here. But tujue mtu kama ameuawa, damu lazima irudi ionta watu. Ndio maana tunaona Albert Ojwang anakuja ana stress babake, anasema huyu ashikwe, huyu Lagata ashikwe. So maybe hatuwezi jua kama Ogola amerudi kwa Kalonzo. Maybe anampea ndoto, anamwambia mimi nilikufa kifo yenye ilipangwa na watu. Anaweza taja hata mtu fulani kwa sababu uweze jua vile Mungu amepangia kila mtu mwenye associate with such kind of evils. So we must take Kalonzo serious, and we want him to dig deep into this. In fact, I'll be very much happy Kalonzo calling a press and showing us what caused the death of the late CDF General Ogola, because UD administration is the first in history to cause or to experience CDF death. Look at that. People die. I don't disagree with that. People die. We all die. Even me will die. Ruto will die. No one will be left. But from my personal perspective, we must ask ourselves deeply, what always causes the death among ourselves? Apart from we are seeing, we have several cases, people are being tortured, people are being abducted, people are being killed. Even of the late Mondowere was just shot. such kind of things. So this Kalonzo's movement is shaking UD administration. And Murkomen said that he must prepare for the arrest and explain in the police custody if he knows very well what killed the late General Ogola. Spirit of Ogola is still back, tormenting and torturing leaders in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your take? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Bye bye, and I wish you all the best.